Membership is a small investment that pays big when it comes to amplifying our voice in local, state, and national issues like pipelines, transmission lines, and the Farm Bill. To learn more and join today, visit mcfb.org or call 309-663-6497. McLean County Farm Bureau, advocating for agriculture.
WHOW Planting Reports are brought to you by our title sponsor, Apex Clean Energy, planting the seeds for a better future in Illinois. Whiffles Hybrids, your local Whiffles Hybrid seed dealer and sponsor of our Whiffles Wednesday reports. Baum Chevrolet Buick, where you'll find the official truck of our planting reports, the 2025 Chevy Silverado, along with Peterson Insurance, AAK Mechanical, and Longview Community Bank, all in Clinton. Maroa Ag north of Maroa, the State Bank at Bemet, in Bemet, and Monticello. Hennings Equipment Company near Assumption. Jenner Precision at Fairbury. And the McLean County Farm Bureau.
News time 13 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Tuesday. Top of the morning from the newsroom of Regional Radio and DeWittDailyNews.com. I'm Seth Lawrence with this expanded 7 o'clock newscast brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters, and brought to you by Connexus, providing fiber internet to Clinton. Learn more at DeWittDailyNews.com. Engineering firms are an essential part of the permitting process when it comes to wind and solar development, and DeWitt County is seeking to spread out who they use. Agreements with Cummins Engineering for 2 separate solar applications were on the agenda for Monday night's DeWitt County Land Use Committee meeting. However, Committee Chair Buck Carter feels they should not accept the first bid they received.
Next listed on the agreement is an engineering agreement with Cummins. There's 2 of them there, and before we do anything with these, I have a concern over at here. These 2 rolled in, there's probably might be others that's out there. And when I look at these, I'm not too sure what the cost estimate is. We should have more than 1 bid. I think it's inappropriate for us just to go seek a supplier or a contractor, whatever you want to call them, and agree to their price without having a secondary price from somebody else. But I had asked, and I know that the Chastain Engineering is somewhat interested. I think Dee had contact with engineering people there when they were doing the courthouse for that. If they contact them and see if they're interested in submitting a bid, possibly others, if any of you have a suggestion of other engineering firms. But I think we should have at least 2 prices before we recommend a bid.
The purpose of having an engineering firm involved when solar applications are submitted is so experts can review and approve the construction plans. The process is lengthy but necessary. Chris Hammer is concerned Cummins could become overwhelmed if they are to be approved for every application and feels it would be better to spread out the work with multiple firms.
I would love to have numerous bids on anything just because it's so easy for somebody to know they're the only one, and you hope it's in good faith, but yeah, it's sometimes I've had people ask me about this, not this, but say about, these projects are going on, who all bids and this, and I don't know all of it, but I've been checking, which I text John a couple times about a few things too. And I would feel a lot safer with more than one myself.
Yeah, I don't know about giving, say 2 or 3 projects for one engineering firm. Because
what if they can't get everything done?
That's a lot to cover.
Yeah. So maybe it is smart to get 2 or 3 just to, sometimes we'll have to pay a little more for just to spread it out too, but it'll be worth it then.
Carter decided no action would be taken on the agreements with Cummins at the meeting, and county administrator Dee Dee Rentmeister would seek out potential firms before the county board meeting next week.
So you're not wanting a motion for this tonight, but we'll just get that.
I would just like not to address it.
Okay, I'll reach out to Chastain and see, and maybe we can have both of them in time for the full board.
Yeah.
And if not, I'll let you know what they said.
Yeah, if not, we'll deal with it.
Okay, yep.
Once a solar application has been approved by the county, a 60-day clock begins for the permitting process to start. For that to happen, applications must be reviewed and approved by an engineering firm, meaning that having a firm ready is necessary to stay within the timeline allotted by the county ordinances. The annual May Days Festival is upon us. Janice Peterson is the executive director of the Clinton Chamber of Commerce, and on the WHOW Morning Show Monday told Regional Radio they have 4 days of fun planned for the whole family this weekend.
Starts Thursday night. We will have the flag ceremony. Rides will open Thursday night, and then Friday the vendors will open. Some food trucks will open. The carnival will be open. Friday night is the Thespians sing-off. They moved it from Thursday to Friday this year. So come up and enjoy some amazing talent. These kids are fabulous and it's fun to listen to. Like again, with all the rides. And then Saturday we have the rides, of course, at the carnival, all the food trucks, all the vendors. We have a petting zoo from noon to 4, which was a big hit last year. A lot of people missed it. So we want to make sure that they know it's noon to 4, that the animals can't stay out too much when it's so hot. So we'll have that. And then at 7 in the evening, we will have Sojourn Rocks, a band from Mattoon. And of course, the rides will be still going on, all the food trucks, all the vendors. Then Sunday, we will just have the carnival vendors and food trucks. It'll be a good, fast weekend.
Pre-sale wristband tickets for the carnival are on sale until Thursday afternoon at 3 p.m. Peterson says this is a great deal to give you as many rides within the carnival as you want.
They have been available since May 1st. You can buy them at the First National Bank, Heartland Bank, DeWitt Savings, Big D's, IGA, at the chamber office, and I think I covered that all. Plus, they're available online. If you want to purchase them online, just go to our Facebook page, and you can find the link. If you scroll down a little bit, you can find the link, and we'll post it again today. $22 this year, and that's good for a 4-hour period. So either Thursday night from 6 to 10, Friday from 6 to 10, Saturday from noon to 4. The carnival takes a break from 4 to 5, and then 5 to 10, and then Sunday from 1 to 5.
A concern for Peterson and the chamber at this point is they need volunteers for ticket booths. In years past, Second Chance for Pets has coordinated the volunteer efforts for that, but they pulled out of it this year. Peterson says it's a vital part of May Days taking place.
We do have an opening for help with ticket sales. We've got the junior high cheer parents are helping us, but we need more. I'm really looking for somebody on Saturday and Sunday. I don't have anybody scheduled those days. If you can get a part of your group organization, a group of friends, whatever, we will make a donation to your organization or to a charity of your choice if it's just a bunch of friends. They're 2-hour shifts in an air-conditioned booth, so it's really not difficult. You're just going to redeem the pre-sale coupons and sell wristbands and tickets.
A very popular event within May Days is the Clinton High School Thespians Sing-Off, which Peterson indicates is moving to Friday night. She hopes that will get more people out to participate.
Anybody can enter, from smaller children up to adults. They base them in categories, and I don't know off the top of my head which categories. I'm thinking like 3 to 6, and then elementary school, junior high, high school, things like that. There was a cost last year for each participant. I believe it was $5. It's a fundraiser for the Thespians.
Okay.
We give out wristbands to the winners of the upper categories, and then how you vote is it's by audience vote. You hear somebody sing, you know what number they are, you go put money in their jar. That's how the contest works, I guess. It is very popular. Again, it's been on Thursdays for as long as I can remember, and now we're doing it Friday. I think there'll be more people there.
Again, May Days is this Thursday through Sunday in downtown Clinton. Learn more by finding the Clinton Chamber of Commerce on Facebook. Starting a new family farm can be difficult for many, so a local extension educator is giving people a place to start. Reagan Tibbs is the commercial ag educator at the U of I Extension in Logan, Menard, and Sangamon counties, and explains he is introducing the Farm Business Foundations program this June. The initiative is built to teach new farmers about getting into the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. So yesterday we announced that I'll be offering a Farm Business Foundations program this upcoming June. So this is the program that's designed for anybody who's going to be starting a new farming operation, who might be taking over a family farming operation, or anybody who just wants to relearn those farm business management skills. It's going to be over 3 days this upcoming June, and there's going to be 3 different sessions. So the first session is going to be kind of, what is farm business management? Why is it important? Why do we need to have, business goals and different types of business structures? The second session will focus on, financial management. So things, like how to get a loan, what are the different types of loans that are available, It'll also talk about record keeping and some marketing strategies. And the final session, session 3, will focus on risk management and succession planning. These are all topics that are really important for anybody who's involved in agribusiness and running a farm operation. So it's important that we offer these resources and offer these educational opportunities to those producers.
Tibbs is the creator of the program and indicates the idea came from the community, which agrees that the extension has a lot of resources for production, but lacks when it comes to the business side of farming.
Yeah, so that it started with conversations I've had with people here across our 3 counties. One of the things that they said is, Extension does a really good job in assisting, with the production side of things. When it comes to the farm business management part of it, they really wish they had more opportunities. And so, coming from my background, having a family farm, having these discussions are important, having those skills are important. And so I figured the best way that we could do that is offering this type of program and allowing people to come in and learn these different topics. So that way we can cultivate that success and have, very successful farms moving forward for the future. So again, it goes back to conversations I've had with producers across our 3 counties. I'm very fortunate to have very supportive farm bureaus and very supportive, producers across Logan, Menard, and Sangamon counties, and having those discussions with them about, what did they learn? Maybe if some of them went to college, what did they learn in their farm business management class when they were at college? And what are some skills that they, would like to touch up on, or skills that they may not remember or, didn't learn during that type of course? Obviously we have people that are going to college and learning those types of things, but I want this to be a very practical, hands-on experience, so that way they can take those skills directly back to their farming operations and help be successful for the future. So again, it all boils down to those conversations with people out in the field. I could sit here in my office and, come up with these things out of thin air, but really what's most important is having those conversations and getting out there and talking with our producers.
Something that Tibbs has heard frequently in his conversations with local producers was the need for succession plans. With the increasing average age of the American farmer, producers are looking towards passing their properties down to their descendants.
I think one of the things that everyone's kind of talking about in the ag space right now is succession planning. That's a really important conversation to have. But I think more broadly, our farming population is getting older. The average age of the American farmer is still increasing. We haven't seen it slow down any. And so having those conversations and those resources to prepare the next generation of farm operators to be successful and to have those resources, I think was kind of the biggest theme that I saw throughout those conversations. So we're going to be working with a lot of different partners across our areas. The Sangamon County and Menard County Farm Bureaus are going to be main partners on this and helping drive with some marketing, getting some resources. I'm also working with Farm Credit. They're in Sherman, Illinois, to have some of their resources, have some of their knowledge, especially when it comes to some of the financial stuff with loans. That's not something I have direct knowledge on. And so if we can utilize those resources and their expertise on this, I think that's something that we're really excited for.
The sessions are June 10th, 17th, and 24th in Springfield. Registration is $10. Get your spot by visiting extension.illinois.edu/LMS. Another good week of weather gave producers more time to make significant progress in the fields. Brad Summa, director of USDA NASS Heartland region, says soybean planting is ahead of pace, while corn planting is slightly behind.
Corn planted has reached 54% compared to the 5-year average of 60%. Corn emerged has now reached 25% compared to the 5-year average of 26%. For soybeans, the planted has now reached 51% compared to the 5-year average of 48%. And the soybeans emerged has now reached 22% compared to the 5-year average of 18%.
Topsoil moisture remains in mostly good condition. Summa notes last week there were roughly 5 days suitable for field work.
There were 4.8 days suitable for field work in the week ending May 11th. Topsoil moisture supply was rated at 3% very short, 16% short, 54% adequate, and 27% surplus. Subsoil moisture supply is now rated 4% very short, 18% short, 55% adequate, and 23% surplus.
According to Summa, winter wheat winter wheat headed is a bit behind the 5-year average. Meanwhile, pasture conditions remain in overall good condition.
For the Illinois winter wheat crop, the winter wheat headed has reached 46% compared to the 5-year average of 57%, and the winter wheat condition was rated 1% very poor, 5% poor, 34% fair, 49% good, and 11% excellent. For our Illinois cattlemen, the pasture conditions were rated 1% very poor, 4% poor, 24% fair, 47% good, and 24% excellent.
Producers will be looking to take advantage of continued windows of nice weather coming up in the days ahead. 27 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Tuesday. Plenty more to get to wrap things up on WHOW.
Baum Chevrolet Buick offers full transportation options while giving you peace of mind. This is Scott Baum from Baum Chevrolet Buick here in Clinton and Farmer City. This is what we strive to do each and every day. We'll listen to you, give you the options for routine maintenance, major mechanical problems, or collision repairs with a staff that is knowledgeable to find the best option for you. Baum Chevrolet Buick, your full-service dealer. See us at baumchevybuick.com right from the start.
Experience the power of better connection with Connexus Fiber Internet. Connexus delivers ultra-fast, reliable speeds to keep you connected at the speed of life. Whether you're working from home, streaming your favorite shows, or gaming with your friends, Connexus has you covered. Say goodbye to buffering and dropped calls and say hello to fiber fast internet. Ready to upgrade your connection? Sign up today by clicking the Connexus icon at DeWittDailyNews.com. Nothing connects us like Connexus.
News time, 28 minutes after 7 o'clock here on this Tuesday. I'm Seth Lawrence with you folks this morning to wrap up this expanded local newscast. Time now for a look at this morning's obituaries. 82-year-old Judith Heiberg of Clinton passed away May 10th at Goldwater of Clinton. Arrangements are incomplete for 82-year-old Judith Heiberg with Calvert Funeral Home in Clinton. 93-year-old Marvis Arlene McMahon of Clinton passed away May 2nd. A celebration of life for 93-year-old Mavis Arlene McMahon will be from 1 to 5 p.m. Saturday, May 17th at the Eagles Lodge in Clinton. The family has entrusted Calvert Funeral Home of Clinton with cremation rights. Memorials can be made to Second Chance for Pets. 94-year-old Edith C. Huffman of Clinton passed away May 3rd at her home in Clinton. Services for 94-year-old Edith C. Huffman will be at 11 a.m. on May 19th at Calvert Funeral Home in Clinton with Ernie Harvey Jr. officiating. Burial will follow at McClemens Cemetery in Hallsville. The visitation will be from 10 to 11 Monday at the funeral home. Memorials can be directed to the Clinton Fire Department. News brought to you by Baum Chevrolet Buick in Clinton, your Silverado headquarters. Also brought to you by Connexus, providing fiber internet to Clinton. Learn more at DeWittDailyNews.com. Network news coming up next.